Welcome to Kanpai News. It's news time, everyone.
News.
Some holly jolly news. No, not. Well, yeah, there's some good news in here. There's some pretty good news in here.
Only one more week till Christmas.
Yeah. How are you boys doing this week?
I've perfectly placed my microphone to obscure Thaylien from my vision.
Can't deal with the glare.
For those watching at home, Xeno has had many troubles in the past with people wanting him to wear things in his beard.
Yeah,
At
it's
events
just
and
wrong.
things. And at some point, when we wish to actually end our friendship, I will hold him down and rub glitter into it.
I see nothing. I see nothing wrong with decorating your beard.
I see loads of things wrong with it.
No.
Yeah, as I say, when we wanted to end our friendship.
Men should totally be fine with jewelry. Anyway, this is Kanpai News for the week commencing the 17th of December, 2023. I am your host, Nasuth. I'm joined by Xeno and Thaylien. I've already asked them how they're doing because I said things out of order. So let's just, shall we get right into it this week?
Yeah.
All right. Got a lot of news to get through, starting with the more serious side of things. Kunihiko Ikura wins lawsuit against a woman claiming plagiarism. Now, this one spoke to me specifically because the Kunihiko is the director of Revolutionary Girl Utena, which is one of my personal favorites, as well as Penguin Drum, which I've never heard of. So he was sued by a woman who claimed to accused him of plagiarism, but the Tokyo District Court ordered the woman to pay Ikura 1.21 million yen, or approximately $8,500 for defamation and business obstruction. This lawsuit arose from a Twitter direct message sent by the woman, a self-described voice actress and illustrator, in April 2022, accusing Ikura of plagiarizing her work. The situation escalated as she demanded apologies from various publishers and production companies associated with Ikura, leading him to seek police protection and cancel a concert, because he's part of a band as well, for security reasons. Initially, Ikuhara sought 3.3 million yen, or about $22,000 in damages, later increasing it to 4.4 million yen, or about $29,400. Ikura, expressing a fear from this ordeal, recalled the tragic Kyoto animation arson incident, which we've spoken of several times, and intends to pursue criminal charges following the civil case. He hopes the trial's outcome will counteract baseless plagiarism claims in the industry. And I want to actually it doesn't show it here. There's a link in here. Yes. Mm-hmm. That shows the actual. So this is the art. This is the claim. This is what inspired this. And I don't see it at all. Even in the overlay, it does not look even close. Crazy.
That's baffling. That is baffling. But Revolutionary Girl Utena came out how long ago?
Oh, like 96, 97, something like that.
Yeah.
Right. So what would be the statute of limitations on something like this?
I have no idea.
Right? So surely we would be past that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not the when you say things like the statute of limitations, there's often clauses in that.
Also, keep in mind,
from the point you discover it.
Well, yeah. Also, keep in mind, she didn't sue him. She just spread claims and defamed him everywhere. So he's the one who sued her.
Oh.
I think.
For
Wait.
defamation of character.
Wait. Is that right? Yes, I think so. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just Twitter stuff.
Yes. So she accused him of plagiarism, and when it went to the Tokyo District Court.
Yes.
In the civil case, they've ordered her to pay 1.21 million.
Yes.
For defamation and business obstruction, which is taken very seriously.
Yes.
The business obstruction is probably the bit that's the most amount of money out of that.
Yeah.
But because defamation has to be proved quite solidly, as in like every comment was determined to be intentionally defamatory, not just something that somebody said with like offhand insults.
All right, shall we move on then?
Let's move on. So this story is about the film studios reveal plans to lobby for anti-piracy site blocking. This is a more recent development of the Motion Picture Association, MPA, has intensified its efforts to combat online piracy. During a hearing with the US House Judiciary Subcommittee on Courts, Intellectual Property and the Internet, the MPA proposed new legislation urging internet providers and third-party intermediaries to block from content companies.
Sorry, Thaylien.
You cut out massively.
Oh, I'm very sorry. That's probably just, my...
Right at block.
Yes, so the legislation urges internet providers and third-party intermediaries to block access to piracy sites upon request from content companies. This move, advocated by MPA's Senior Executive Vice President Karen A. Temple, yes, it's Karen, aims to impose no-fault injunctions, which would not entail suing the infringing sites, but would require a more proactive role from internet service providers in restricting access, without holding them accountable for copyright infringements. The concept of court-ordered site blocking is not new and is already in effect in several countries, including the UK, France, Australia, Spain, Denmark, and Singapore. This initiative follows previous attempts by film studios to pass similar legislation, notably the controversial Stop Online Piracy Act, which is over a decade ago now. Do you feel old yet? Which faced significant resistance from both internet providers and public, and ultimately did not pass due to the attached clauses and vague terminology it had. That would have made it very, very difficult for anyone to do anything.
One of the really interesting things is that a lot of internet service providers block access to things like VPNs. Now, VPNs are not illegal, right? They're not illegal in any way, shape, or form.
Yep.
At least in the UK, and probably not in the US. Maybe other parts of the world they are. But the really interesting side of it is the fact that internet service providers, they will block access to the VPN, saying we can't find this. One of my old colleagues used to get this. So he had something like ExpressVPN or NordVPN, one of these big name ones. And when they moved, they no longer could access them. And it turns out that they swapped internet provider from one to another. And I said to them, okay, change your DNS host from your gateway, right, your router, to Google. They changed it to Google, and they could fully access it again.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
The amount
there
of
are always ways around it.
Blocking. Yeah. The stopping power that they have to block things is really fucking limited.
Yeah.
So it's like.
On the other hand, this whole thing will largely depend on what things they try to attach to it, what wording goes into it. But at the same time, it's the first time I've heard that there will be a no-fault thing for the
for the internet providers
sites.
and the internet privacy sites.
The provider for the actual sites themselves won't get copyright claims. Therefore, I can see a lot more ISPs actually going for this because they're not going to get bombarded with complaints from people who think, oh yeah, so why is my site being labelled as a piracy site?
The absolutely hilarious thing though is the fact that you go on YouTube and you can watch whatever show that's being pirated, or you could go on Twitch. Twitch has fucking dedicated live streams to pirating anime and things like this, and it's like you're targeting the wrong thing entirely. Make it more accessible and people will stop. That was Steam's modus operandi. It was like, if we make it more accessible, people will be less inclined to pirate, right? And it's true.
It was also Netflix's supposed original one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And piracy plummeted in the Netflix and Hulu era, but now it's back on the... Anyway.
It's massively on the rise because they've taken the piss.
Yep.
So let's move on, right? So, Sanrio, the company behind the iconic mascot Hello Kitty, faced backlash following significant changes to the character's media presence. Celebrating Hello Kitty's 49th anniversary, Sanrio launched new accounts on TikTok, Roblox, really?
Yeah.
And Zepito? No idea what that one is. Right, gearing up for her 50th anniversary. However, they removed all videos from Hello Kitty's official YouTube channel and some from Sanrio Puraland's channel.
Yes.
Adding to the controversy, Megumi Hayashibara, Hello Kitty's voice actor for 30, sure that's voice actress, for 33 years.
Whichever.
Stepped down on the anniversary day. Sanrio's attempt to renew the brand, disregarding nostalgic content, has disappointed many fans. In response, Sanrio explained that for characters like Hello Kitty, the voice represents the character itself. They expressed gratitude to fans for their ongoing support. The official YouTube channel now hosts new videos teasing the future project for Hello Kitty, symbolized by the tagline, Friend the Future, indicating a forward-looking approach despite the current discontent. This feels odd.
Okay, when I think about things like this, I have actually been guilty of this idea in the past, which is when you have to change over a voice actor or an identity for a character, the best thing would be to try and do a clean break where you take off some of the old stuff so that, yes, people can find it if they're nostalgic, but it's not front and center, and you present the new thing, the new branding or whatever it is.
But imagine if they'd done that when Kermit the Frog's voice changed.
Exactly. Over time, I've come to realize the falsehood in that, because of course, nostalgia is what keeps these brands running.
It's not just that. It's not just that. It's the history of it.
Kids. Yes.
You know, I want people to be able to go back and see the old Muppet Show because it was great.
Yes.
And if they just had the new Kermit stuff, it wouldn't be nearly as good. I mean, new Kermit's fine too. Don't get me wrong.
We want to be able to point to the point. This is where we had the old era. This is the new branding era, and
both of them are good, and they're both valuable, and they both have
exactly. So I was there for this moment is actually way more accurate, or way more powerful advertising thing than let's stop this and start the new one.
Yeah,
I'd be very interested to understand what evidence led them to conclude that this was the best direction to take it in. You know, what were they just pulling it out of their butt, going like, "Oh yeah, this can't possibly bite us in the ass"? Or
I'll give you the other examples. You know, Transformers. Transformers the movie was supposed to be the death of Optimus Prime and hand over to a new Prime. And I just thought that it was just going to be pulling the plug on the old toy line and starting the new toy line. The reason Optimus Prime is still around is because, of course, they underestimated that continuity and nostalgia. Okay.
Yeah, but
this is
they're not changing the character; they're just changing the voice.
Yeah.
Although they say the voice represents the character, which is weird. Yes. But yeah,
they're thinking they're pulling the plug on the old voiced character and putting in the new voiced character.
It's time for a new generation.
They didn't think through the ramifications. As I say, I was guilty of this thinking myself once, and I've learned the error of those thoughts.
Should we move forward?
Yeah. Spending too much time on these stories. Right. So, in today's major news, the Entertainment Software Association has officially announced the permanent cancellation of I say today, but this was actually early last week, the permanent cancellation of the Electronics Entertainment Expo, or E3 event. This decision marks the end of an era for the renowned video game showcase that began in May 1995. We really feel old now. The E3 event had faced several challenges in recent years, including the cancellation of both the physical and digital versions of E3 2023, as well as massive industry players like Nintendo, Microsoft, Xbox, Sega, and Level Infinite opting out of the 2023 event. The E3 2022 event was also cancelled due to COVID-19 health risks, and the 2021 event was held virtually. The last physical E3 took place in 2019, prior to the pandemic, with Sony declining to appear. Additionally, there was a parting of ways between the E3 organizer ReedPop and the ESA, which I think we covered on Kanpai News when it happened. The cancellation signifies a significant shift in the video game industry's approach to showcasing and marketing. And yeah, the truth is just E3 is just not relevant anymore in today's internet landscape.
I mean, I hate to say this, but this is really sad because it's crazy.
It's sort of the same way that you had Netflix, and now you have a billion streaming channels. You used to have E3, and now you have a billion individual keynotes.
So this is kind of relevant to me because I used to go to the UK version of this, which was EGX, right? It pales in comparison, right? I've been to Gamescom. Gamescom is like, I don't know, 50 times larger than EGX, but it's like, so I went to I would like to go to EGX because you get to play a lot of the indie games. That's where I first discovered Dead Cells, right? And I was hooked from the get-go, and I ended up talking to the dev for God knows how long, and I just absolutely loved his game. And the great thing about events like this is they're not biased towards any one platform, but the problem was that they used to be in London, but no one would go to London because it was really difficult for the vast majority of UK citizens to travel to London. London is not like in the centre at all.
It's not central at all.
No, it's not. It is quote unquote a major hub, but for London itself, right? For Greater London, but like outside, if you want to travel up north, you have to go through Birmingham. If you want to travel south, you have to travel through Birmingham. And this is why, when people wouldn't go, the tickets were dropping, the sales were dropping, and things. The big name studios like Microsoft and PlayStation, they wouldn't turn up. They decided, okay, let's move it to Birmingham. So they moved it to Birmingham, and they were the biggest events of the country, right?
Yes.
But the studios that they wanted to pull, Microsoft, PlayStation, Nintendo, still refused to come for one simple reason. It wasn't London, right? And it was just like, sod the attitude of it's not London, right? Because no matter what, they're not gonna come, right?
Yeah.
What's more important, the ticket sales or these specific studios turning up?
Didn't E3 eventually stop being a you couldn't just go to E3,
Yeah, because they were just separated out anyway. The announcements would be on the Nintendo Directs and on the PlayStation Lives and everything.
Well, no, but I mean, it stopped being you couldn't, tickets were at a super premium because it had just gotten too big, it had gotten too massive. So you couldn't, it stopped being an in-person event.
Yep.
Yes and no, but
I think we want to finish this off with one simple question. Aside from Xeno, if an E3 falls in the woods, does anyone care?
No, not really. Not really. All right.
Because what's next?
Let's move on. So, new article is Bushiroad reveals how much its authors make per page on a new web publication, Comic Growl. In a significant update for manga creators, Bushiroad has revamped its online manga magazine, transitioning from Comic Bushiroad Web to Comic Growl. This change was announced on December 1st by Kyohei Shimbuku, the representative director of Bushiroad Works. Alongside the rebranding, an eye-catching development was the disclosure of the pay rate for manga authors at Comic Growl. In a notable shift from industry norms, Comic Growl will offer a flat rate of 10,000 yen, or about $68.15 per page, to all new authors. irrespective of their experience. This approach contrasts with prevailing practices where the pay rates can vary widely. For example, Weekly Shonen Jump reportedly pays 18,700 yen, or $127.44 for black and white pages, and 28,050 yen for, which is about $191.15 for color pages from new authors. But manga authors' earnings can range from 4,000 yen, it's about $26 to 35,000 yen, or $238.52 per page, depending on their popularity. So that's a huge variance, 4,000 to 35,000.
Yeah.
The flat rate model that Comic Growl presents is both an opportunity for emerging authors and a potential disadvantage for established authors, such as Kore Yamazaki of The Ancient Manga Sprite, with the end of publication for monthly Bushiroad and the transfer of several manga titles to Comic Growl.
Yeah. So they might be taking a pay hit if they continue to work there.
Exactly. Some of them make a pay cut from 35,000 per page down to 10,000.
10,000. Yeah.
Yes.
That's pretty big. But it's guaranteed 10,000.
Yes. Unlike before, where it could be as low as 4,000.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to attract a whole slew of new artists that they can sign, compared to before, where the established authors might go somewhere else that'll pay them the big bucks.
And it may be that they work here and then they get established and they move somewhere else. You know, who knows? Who knows?
Yes. We might see the most popular artists being poached away from there to go to other publications.
It'd be interesting though, because like I know that some platforms, like some IPs, can move from publisher to publisher because it's like the author still has a very firm control over it. But some IP, it belongs to the publisher, and like, you know, Cowboy Bebop is one. Cowboy Bebop is not owned in any way, shape, or form by the author, right? It's owned by, is it Bandai? Or, you know, it's like they have zero
Something
control
like that,
over it.
yes.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see like how many of them can actually go like, no, I don't like this, I'm taking my manga elsewhere.
Yeah. Right. Onward.
Cool. Right, so in January 2024, Netflix will debut the anime adaptation of Eiichiro Oda's Monster 103, sorry, Monsters plural, 103 Mercies, Dragon Damnation. Damnation. This anime originated from a one-shot manga featured in Oda's Wanted collection. Was first published by Shueisha in 1994 in Weekly Shonen Jump. The story revolves around Ryuma, a character who later appears in Oda's One Piece series. Is that the character there?
That's the character there.
Yes.
Cool.
That's Ryuma.
Right. The story. Wait. No, I read that part. Sanguhu. Huh?
Sorry, you said it. Don't worry.
Sanguhu Park, known for directing Jujutsu Kaisen and Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, will direct and compose this anime, with animation by his new studio, E&H Production. The anime will only be a single episode. Additionally, ADN, Media Toon,
Oh, that's a very Oda character right there.
Mm-hmm.
and media participations have secured distribution rights outside of Asia, describing the anime as a tale of samurai Ryuma who gets entangled in a crisis involving a magically powerful dragon horn and a destructive dragon's appearance in town. So
I really like the design of Cyrano too. That guy looks dapper as all get out.
I mean, I'm certainly interested, but a case of like, I mean, how long is this episode? Is it only 30 minutes? Is there enough there to convey? You know, because that was my biggest problem.
It could be a nice little OVA. You know, like a single episode OVA.
I think my biggest problem with Burn the Witch was the fact that the first story of the 3 episodes never gets resolved, and it just drives me mental. It's like, yeah, but what happened? It's like, no, that's irrelevant. It's like, how is it not irrelevant? We just spent 2 episodes on it.
It is really interesting that Netflix is going in on just a single episode thing like this, though.
Yes, it is.
True.
Right.
I just wanted on One Piece.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah. So, Kojima Productions, in a significant development for gaming and film enthusiasts, Kojima Productions has confirmed the upcoming live-action film adaptation of the renowned video game, jeez, Death Stranding. Sometimes this AI spits out just some silly words. Collaborating with the acclaimed studio A24, known for hits like Everything Everywhere All at Once and Beef, this project marks a new venture bringing the unique world of Death Stranding to the big screen. Game director Hideo Kojima emphasized that this adaptation will be more than a direct translation of the game. It aims to appeal not only to fans of the game, but also to cinema lovers, creating an entirely new Death Stranding universe exclusive to film. The adaptation, which, I mean, depending on how that goes, could be good or bad, I suppose. We've seen how it goes when they stray from the source material. The adaptation was initially reported to be in development with Hammerstone Studios, which we have covered in the past, with Kojima and Alex Libovici of Hammerstone slated to produce, and Kojima Productions US and Alan Ungar as executive producers. Since 2021, Kojima Productions has been expanding its scope, establishing a division in Los Angeles dedicated to music, television, and film. Alongside the film, the studio is working on Death Stranding 2 and the OD game, which was recently announced. The game's impact extended beyond gaming before this latest development. It was novelized in a 2-part series, later released as a steelbook version, which I'm not sure what that means, and garnered accolades...
Metal binding.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And garnered accolades including the Outstanding Achievement in Audio Design and Outstanding Technical Achievement at the 23rd Annual DICE Awards, with Kojima receiving the fellowship at the BAFTA Game Awards in April 2020. So it's interesting to know that that's actually happening, even if they've changed studios since the first one.
But yeah, probably when they say a new universe, it's probably where they actually make it a little bit easier to understand for a movie.
Yeah, that's probably what they mean. Yeah.
I mean, what's hard to understand about Walking Simulator? it worked for Lord of the Rings. They made 3 movies of those, so, you know.
That's true.
Although I think Lord of the Rings had running and boating in it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a bit of variety. Alright, so our next one. Hideo Kojima, Connecting Worlds. The documentary debuts on Disney Plus worldwide in spring 2024. So in Kojima news, more of it. In spring 2024, Disney Plus will globally release the documentary Hideo Kojima Connecting Worlds, directed by Glenn Milner. This film, which premiered at the Tribeca Film Festival on June 17th, delves into the creative journey of legendary game developer Hideo Kojima of Metal Gear Solid and Death Stranding fame. It highlights the inception of Kojima Productions as an independent studio, featuring notable personalities like Guillermo del Toro, Norman Reedus, and additionally, Kojima Productions recently revealed a new game titled OD in collaboration with director Jordan Peele, starring actress Sophia Lillis. So, a few people have already seen this, but it's coming to Disney Plus in the spring. Sometime in the spring.
So people have seen this already? Is it any good? I mean,
yes, June 17th at Tribeca Film Festival.
Yes.
We
fair
don't
enough.
know if anybody likes it. The people that attend the Tribeca Film
Fair
Festival
enough.
are notable for not liking it.
I mean, it's interesting, certainly, because I don't know about you, but Hideo Kojima comes across as I just want to create art kind of person. But all the media around Hideo Kojima is it feels like it puts him on a pedestal, much like
people treat him the same way they treat Hideaki Anno.
No. I'd say that they treat Hideo Kojima like they treated Steve Jobs, right? Now, Steve Jobs had this huge thing about innovation, bringing it to the consumerists. It was he wanted to create a product, right? But to me, Hideo Kojima doesn't want to create a product. He wants to create art.
Yeah.
And he wants as many people to consume the art as possible. I'm pretty sure if the guy could, he'd probably sell his art for nothing, right? Because he just wants people to get his hands on it. And this is why he was so salty about MGS5 getting shut down when it did.
Exactly. All he wanted to do was animate chunky men wrestling each other. And,
Thaylien,
You're not
I'm
wrong.
not sure if you know this, but I'm not quite sure if you know this, but you're off camera. Okay, cool. Right, so moving on to the next story, Godzilla -1, directed by Takashi Yamazaki, has set a new record as the highest-earning live-action Japanese film of all time in North America. This also places it as the highest-earning opening weekend for any foreign film this year, surpassing Demon Slayer's The Swordsmith Village arc. The film, part of the Godzilla franchise by Toho, grossed over $19.25 million in the US, including an impressive $11.42 million on its opening weekend across 2,308 theaters. In Japan, it opened on November 3rd, coinciding with the original Godzilla's film's anniversary, and grossed approximately $6.93 million in its first 3 days. The film stars Ryunosuke Kamiki and Koichi
as Koichi.
Oh, sorry, as Koichi Shikishima and Minami Hamabe as Noriko Oishi, alongside other cast members including Yuki Yamada, Minetaka Aoki, Hidaki,
Of course you know.
This is so many names at once! Right, okay. Hidetaka Yoshika, Sakura Ando, and Kuronosuke Sasaki. That's it. That's the end of the sentence. That list was so much my brain, I didn't know how to read it, and that was the end of the sentence. So all these lovely people were there. Jesus Christ, my brain. I know you gave me this list to see how many I could read. I didn't know they were all going to be one story, Nasuth.
yes. So,
Oh my god.
I did the math.
Yeah.
In its opening weekend at 2,308 theatres, that means that on average they got just shy of $5,000 per cinema, per theatre.
Wow.
Nice. I mean, it's kind of crazy though to think that these are the numbers that we're getting excited for these days, because we used to see movies make hundreds of millions or even $1 billion, and now it's down to like tens of millions, only because of the economic climate, how everything's just changed.
And to be fair, these are also foreign films as opposed to domestic films. But
no, but even so, domestic films like
domestic films
they gross. Yeah,
unless it's something like the highest grossing films of all time, Avatar, Avengers Endgame, things like that, it's going to be hard to top them. So
we're talking
excited to see just excited to see our boys doing well. That's what it is. We just like seeing people do well.
Yeah. And especially to see Godzilla do well. It's always good to see Godzilla do well.
Exactly.
Everyone I
really
know has said this is really good, though.
I really want to see it, and I'm really sad that I can't see it because it comes out the month that I'm down here in Wales, and there is no cinema I can easily get to.
All right.
Someday we'll have IMAX in our brains.
Good.
So, The Boy and the Heron, the latest feature film from renowned director Hayao Miyazaki, made a remarkable debut in the US box office, earning $12.83 million in its opening weekend and securing the top spot. This achievement marks the film as the first original anime production to lead the US box office. Additionally, it has received critical acclaim, being nominated for Best International Filmmaker at the Astra Films and Creative Arts Awards, and winning Best Animation at the Los Angeles Film Critics Association Awards and the Animated Feature Award from the Boston Society of Film Critics. And I hear it's also eligible to be in this year's Oscars. Where was I? Released in North America theaters by G-Kids with both English and Japanese audio options, the film has performed exceptionally well in Japan, earning about $13.2 million in the first 3 days and accumulating a total of approximately $55.6 million, making it the 74th highest grossing film in Japan.
And that's with no advertising beforehand.
Yeah. And I am well, yeah, essentially. And I'm really eager to see it at some point.
Same, definitely. Oh, let's move on a little bit. So this is the lovely declaration by 87-year-old Masaka Nozawa, aiming to voice act for another 100 years. In a recent announcement, 87-year-old voice actor Masako Nozawa, known for her iconic roles as Son Goku, Son Gohan, and Son Goten in Dragon Ball franchise, declared her intention to continue voice acting until she reaches the age of 182. This announcement came during her acceptance speech of the Kikuchi-kan Prize awarded by the Society for the Promotion of Japanese Literature. Nozawa, the first voice actor in the award's 71-year history to receive it, began her career in 1963 and has been a staple in the anime industry ever since. She expressed her commitment to perfect enunciation in her roles, though the significance of the age 182 was not elaborated upon. Fans worldwide can rest assured that Nozawa plans to continue her voice acting career well into the future.
I'm really sad that this speech does not appear to be available anymore either. I even clicked the link. The video is like just gone, which is sad. Maybe they'll upload it again sometime. But yeah, man, 87 and she's still kicking strong too.
Jeez.
Yes. That's
yeah.
amazing. But I think Xeno's got the best story of the day.
Oh yes, our last story before we get into the rumor section.
Right. As we all know, the Pokemon Company has a never-ending supply of merchandise, and add to that a new Sizzlepede, reclining floor chair created by home decor company Cellotaine, okay. Yeah. Right. This unique piece of furniture, whose release was announced on November 21st, offers a comfy Pokemon-themed seating experience. The chair boasts 42 reclining positions for the back, 14 for the headrest, and 11 for the footrest. Footrest?
This bit here at the end.
Yeah.
So it's a long chair. Like you pull your legs up and you put your feet here, and then you can lift it up higher.
So you cross your legs.
Well, you don't have to cross your legs.
Yeah, but you can lift it higher.
You can just lift your knees up to your chest. Seat. You can make a bucket seat.
Whatever.
You can put your legs out to either side and put your laptop there.
Anyway. Right. Totaling so 11 footrest, totaling a staggering 6,468 possible combinations, measuring about 5 foot 11 inches, approximately 180 centimeters in length, and 2 feet 2 inches, 66 centimeters in width, when flat. The chair is both spacious and convenient, weighing about 20 pounds or 9 kilograms for easy mobility. 9 kilograms is easy mobility? Okay.
It's easy enough for a chair. I mean...
our elderly ladies working at in our finishing department have a maximum lifting weight of 12 kilos in a box. And so that's a single box that just holds paper.
Right.
12 kilos. So this weighs less than a box of paper.
Okay, right. Priced at 14,990 yen, which is approximately $102, is currently exclusive to Japan's mainland, posing a challenge for international fans. Salutane's lineup also includes other Pokemon plush chairs with like Gengar, Rowlet, and Snorlax, each pricing at 28,400 or about $193. 28,400 yen, which comes to about like $193. A Pokeball chair at 10,901 yen, which is around $75. All subject to the same shipping limitations.
Shame. Subject to the shame, yes.
The shame. But
I don't trust the Ditto one.
They are cute, though. I mean...
The Ditto one just looks completely sus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks way too happy to have you sit on him.
Wait, are these glorified beanbags?
They're beanbag chairs, so they have structure, but they're definitely beanbag chairs.
Okay.
Which I'd be fine, except for this one, it's apparently not.
Yeah, which is a floor chair for, the Japanese market, obviously.
Yeah.
That's cute. I want one.
Yeah.
Cool. Right.
Sandy's gonna have to see what he can do about that.
And that is it for the
regular news.
The news. And now it's time for fact or rumor.
Yes. So.
Or rumor.
So, Demon Slayer Season 4 coming out spring 2024. This is a fact. Demon Slayer Season 4 set for release in spring 2024. This new season is focusing on the Hashira training arc and follows the conclusion of the Swordsmith Village arc. The announcement, confirmed by the anime's official social media and studio Ufotable, has been widely reported by credible sources such as Games Radar, NME, IGN, and VG 24/7 or 247. I'm not sure which. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba to the Hashira Training movie, which is connected to Season 4, is set for release in February 2024. This movie will include the first episode of Season 4 and serve as a bridge between the end of Season 3 and the beginning of Season 4. So it'll be better than, I guess, the Mugen Train arc, where it's only going to include one episode and not, like, half the season.
No. So, what this movie is basically it's the last episode of Season 3, which then just goes straight into Season 4. Like they did this exactly for Season 2 and 3.
Gotcha.
So they showed like we saw it in the cinema, and it was like the last episode of the Entertainment District, and then the first episode of the Swordsmith Village arc. So it'll be the same thing here. It was, but at the same time, like I've never seen a cinema so packed for anime. So, yeah.
All right, next up, Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead will get its last episodes in the winter 2023 season, which is true. The official website of the anime announced.
Yes, no, Zeno, you said so. Zeno, you had 2024 down, which is silly because 2024 is next year. So but it says in the actual thing that it is coming out 2023. So I changed it up a little bit. I fixed it for you because you got it wrong. Yes. You did it wrong, Zeno.
Okay.
Alrighty, let's just finish off the article, then we can argue. The official website of the anime announced the final 3 episodes, 10 through 12, of the first season would be released on December 25th, 2023. These episodes are set to act as the season finale, and they will air on Japanese TV networks and streaming websites. This information suggests that the anime's first season will conclude with these episodes in December 2023 and January 2024. There is no confirmation or announcement regarding the release of the second season as of yet.
Okay, so the thing that so we're actually in fall 2023, right? So it's a case of they're coming out in fall 2023, not because I put winter 2024, which is supposed to be from January to March.
Yes. No, right? See, the bot thought you were talking about next winter, as in like next winter,
next December.
Well, I don't know, but regardless, okay, so it's great to hear that it's coming out on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Christmas Day is a normal scheduling day for the Japanese.
Because it's not. Yeah, it's nothing special for them.
Right. So, here's another one. Boruto is getting its own spin-off called Saruto. And the good news is that this is just a rumor. While a series by the name exists on Webtoon, it appears to be a fan-made creation rather than an official spin-off associated with the Naruto Boruto franchise. The description on Webtoons indicates that it's a work in progress by an independent creator, not an official release from the franchise's production team. Therefore, the claim about Saruto being an official spin-off should be considered unverified and likely a rumor. So there you go.
Oh, now here's one I wish wasn't a fact. Here's one I wish was a rumor. Netflix is doing a live-action adaptation of My Hero Academia. And it is indeed working on a live-action adaptation. This adaptation is being produced in collaboration with Legendary Entertainment, so you know it's only going to be quality. The screenplay for this live-action movie is being written by Joby Harold. I think it's Joby. Known for his work on Army of the Dead and Obi-Wan Kenobi, so you really know it's gonna be good. Directing the movie is Shinsuke Sato, who has a background in directing live-action adaptations like Alice in Borderland. This movie, well, so at least it's got some talent in there. This movie by Netflix is seen as part of a new strategy to adapt popular ongoing anime series, leveraging their existing fan bases and the ongoing entertainment or excitement around these franchises. Essentially, One Piece did good. Now let's do it until the genre's dead.
Again. Alrighty. Okay, here we go. I don't think anybody's going to quite do it, but hey. So our last one for today, Chainsaw Man is getting a movie. Fact. Yes, Chainsaw Man movie has been officially announced, titled Chainsaw Man the Movie Reze Arc. This film will focus on the Reze arc from the anime series. The announcement was made at the Chainsaw Man panel during Jump Festa 2024, where the voice actors also debuted the movie's first teaser trailer. The trailer highlights Denji's new relationship with the mysterious character Reze, who made a cameo at the end of the first season of the anime series. However, as of now, the exact release date for the Reze Arc movie has not been revealed. The movie is produced by MAPPA, which will also handle the anime series. Fans can expect this movie to continue the story of Chainsaw Man, focusing on the intriguing character Reze, who appeared in the finale of this first season.
I think it actually meant it'll focus on the arc from the manga series, not the anime series. But either way, and this is actually an update. This is actually an update on a rumor we had before, where they said it was getting both a second season and a movie, and we had no confirmation on either one at that point. But now we have confirmation on a movie, which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So we follow up on our stories, on our facts and rumors.
And in all honesty, I personally feel this is amazing because this is where the series really starts to kick into its own. The fact that they're giving this a movie treatment, I'm expecting the animation quality to be that of the Mugen Train. Arc? Yeah, the actual proper movie itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm actually genuinely looking forward to this because I think that if they nail this movie, we will get a season 2 of. The only thing is, I really, really freaking hope though that they don't repeat the movie's content again for the series. Just nope. You gotta watch the movie, then watch the series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Anyway, now that we have done nearly 50 minutes of news, sorry, Thaylien, did you have something to finish on?
No. I'm impressed. Wow.
Yeah, we need to
go for that.
So thank you all for.
We need one of those. We need one of those wrap it up signs from the game advertisement. I mean, Game Awards.
Start playing music in the background. Anyway, make sure you stay tuned later.
Wait, hold on. Does this mean that this episode of Kanpai News is longer than the full campaign of Call of Duty?
Yes. Oh, that was the best. That was the only good moment.
Longer than that.
That was the only good moment from the Game Awards. Anyway, make sure you stay tuned later this week for Kanpai Cast, and we'll see you next time for more news. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Ta-ta for now.